Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Will I Buy It number 25, and I've been toying with the idea of maybe changing it to just calling it new makeup releases, because I talk more about what I think of the product as opposed to like, ooh, am I gonna get this or not? So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. This series was created by Samantha March here on YouTube, and I will be linking her channel down below, as well as a link to Trendmood's Instagram account where I get all my photos from. The first post that I see is Pat Mcgrath Labs, and this is her new collection. Yesterday I got the email saying, hey, coming soon, Divine Rose 2. And my brain was still kind of foggy, like getting up, and I remember looking at my phone and wondering, what the hell, like we already got Divine Rose 2. What do you mean coming soon? Later that morning I saw someone on YouTube do a video saying that they're going to re-release Divine Rose 2 with the kind of like pink chrome packaging, which was limited edition when it first launched. But some newer items will be added to the collection, including a highlighter, a quad, and I believe these are some matte lipsticks. Yeah, Liquilust, Legendary Wear Matte Liquid Lipstick. Divine Rose 2 I've already spoken about. I don't think I've done the 5 Looks 1 palette yet, but it will be coming in the future. So we're just going to talk about the other items in the collection. The highlighter is pretty. I really do like the way it looks, but it kind of looks like either my Sunset Glow or Afternoon Glow from Bobbi Brown, and so I'm really trying my best not to dip too much into getting new highlighters because the lack of frequency that I use them in, well, maybe not lack of frequency, but the amount that I use. I don't, apply it heavily on my face. I'm going to skip out on that. I'm going to skip out on the quad, although I think the color story is absolutely freaking beautiful. It's something that I would normally purchase, but because I have so many of her palettes already and still kind of dipping into them and trying the formulation, I don't think it's time for me to pick up another eyeshadow palette. The liquid lipsticks, I'm not gonna lie, I would be tempted to buy it, but because of the way I think of makeup now, it makes no sense. I love these shades, both Divine Nude and Divine Rose. They're both beautiful, and if I was still into liquid lipsticks, I would seriously consider it, but I do have these shades in lipstick form, so it really doesn't make sense for me to pick it up. Next up we have Clinique, and this is the Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25, and looking at it, there's 42 shades, which is a very decent shade range. I think once you hit about 40-50, I think people will kind of look at you in a positive light. Here it says that it has 3 serum technologies. Its oil-free formulation includes hyaluronic salicylic acid, so both of those, vitamin C plus UP302. I have no idea what that is, but it claims that it will leave your bare skin looking even better, henceforth the name. So now I'm looking at the entire shade range, and quite honestly, it's really not that broad. There's not much variation in the skin tones. I think there's so many that run from like fair to light. That department is like, there's a lot of them there, whereas I think they could have done a lot better in terms of the deeper shades. That's just my opinion. I can't really speak based on just looking at like a bunch of pictures where some swatches look very professionally shot. I would much rather watch someone do a review, an actual try on, and me seeing it from there. So I'm not going to speak too much about it. I'm currently not interested in it because of the foundations I already own and liking them. New and improved Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation by Huda Beauty. That's a very interesting combination, luminous and matte. How do you do that? So are we talking like semi-matte and we just wanted to, zhuzh up the name for it? But it says it's back with the same full coverage and long-lasting properties you know and love, but with a 24-hour, it says, flexible wear, a luminous matte finish. I still don't know what that means. Someone please explain. Are they just basically saying semi-matte? And it is fragrance free. It's another foundation. I don't feel comfortable just being like, hey, I think this and this based on some professional swatches. So I'm going to wait and see what people say about it in their own reviews. But I have heard about Huda Beauty's foundation and how how full coverage you can get your foundation to look, as I'm sure that's generally how she prefers to have her makeup done. So we will see. I am going to be watching out for some reviews. It's ColourPop time, guys. Okay, so let's go over this. The first collection is the Wild Child, and it is comprised of rich chocolate tones and warm neutrals. It seems like it's a very full collection. The eyeshadow palette, I know that they've already come out with every color under the sun, so this is just a new kind of scramble of existing shades already. I said it, I'm not taking it back. The highlighters, are those highlighters or blushes? They're blushes. I don't need either of them. They look shimmery just based off, the promo pics. Not interested. The single Super Shock shadows, they're pretty. Don't need them. I think I'm kind of good with my single shadows that I have already built from ColourPop and MAC, so we will skip out on that. The lip colors though, these are the lippy sticks. I'm so happy that they came out with really dark shades and dark shades of brown at that. I think when we get to a lot of dark shades, it's either purple or it's red or it's like a black. Rarely do you ever see really rich dark chocolate browns, so I do like them, but I will not be picking any of them up. The next collection is the Melrose collection. I really like the color story of the palette. I will not buy it. Again, I have all of these shades somewhere in my collection because of how frequently ColourPop makes makeup. It's again just recycled stuff. The packaging is cute. The blushes I feel are a lot better in this collection. They are something that I would consider owning, but not enough for me to actually bite the bullet and buy it. They also have the Melrose Luxe Gloss. We all know how I feel about those Luxe glosses. I don't like them. The color selection is interesting. I just hate their Luxe glosses. I'm actually going to be decluttering the one I own. I can't stand it. I can't. Natasha Denona, I did talk about this in my Get Ready With Me as well. I talked about the Pat McGrath release as well as this one. They're coming out with the Mini Love eyeshadow palette, and this is the, was it 2018? 2000 or early 2019. I don't remember. Might have been 2020. That's how jumbled my brain is and a reflection of how old I'm getting. But I had no interest in the original palette. I think it was a $65 palette. I didn't like the color story enough to want to buy it even if I had the access to Natasha Denona. And for me, this mini palette is just the same. These are not generally the colors that speak out to me like initially. I think I'm going to wait and see what other people are going to say about it, because I do want to end up trying another Natasha Denona palette. I don't know if I want to go with an actual full palette or these minis again, but we'll see. I definitely am going to be keeping an eye for the reviews of this. Next up, we have NARS. I like to talk about NARS because it's honestly one of the brands I really enjoy. I think out of all the brands that I've tried as an entirety, basically meaning like complexion, color, lips, like all of those different things considered, I would say NARS is number 2. I'm pretty sure we can guess which one number 1 is, but they're coming out with the soft matte tinted lip balms. Oh, I thought these were lipsticks. If these were lipsticks, it would have been really, really pretty. But I'm looking at the swatches of them on the lips, and they kind of look like they're velvet lip crayons, so maybe. The color selection, definitely me. I can't buy lip products. I just did, and I don't use them enough to warrant another purchase, but I would have considered it if I didn't care. Out of the 6 that I see here, I see 4 that I would definitely think of purchasing. I think the lightest pink shade and the deepest brown shade aren't ones that I'm interested in, but everything else in between. Oh my goodness, ColourPop. Again, I just watched Manny MUA talking about makeup brands that have kind of been losing their magic. MAC was in that. I think it's probably number 1, and I totally understand why people are thinking that. I personally think that to a certain degree, even though I love my MAC products. Like, they have missed the mark on many things, but I remember him talking about Animal Crossing because he did end up talking about ColourPop on that. I don't know what Animal Crossing is. Is this a game or is this a show? I have no clue, but I've heard the name many a times before, just not something I've looked into. Now I'm looking at the quads that they have. Everything kind of makes sense, like the orangey brown, the greeny blue, the purple, and then you have the pink, and then the pink has that one yellow color, or is that a yellow gold? I'm not sure, but that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like everything else makes sense except for that one shade in that quad. The blushes look beautiful. I'm not gonna get this collection. I feel like it's more of a collector's item than anything. And I've noticed that ColourPop's been doing these square pans for their eyeshadows. I wonder if they're like transitioning into something else, like a different, more vamped up packaging. I don't know. I have no idea, but no, I'm not interested in the collection, nor do I even know what the collection is. Animal Crossing, what are you? I think what I want to do is end with the already released, I've seen a couple reviews on this already, but the ABH collection with the gloss, the highlighter, and the brow wax. What is it called? Oh, it's called the Brow Freeze. Now, I have no interest in the lip gloss. I have no interest in the highlighter. The highlighter seems too light, too icy for me. Even though I hear that it has a kind of goldish undertone, it's still too light for the kind of highlighters I prefer to buy. However, I am very, very, very interested in this brow freeze, and I already know that I will be picking this up. Out of everything that I've seen right now, the only for sure item I'm going to be picking up is that brow freeze. I have seen at this point about 5 reviews, and these are random people that I don't even normally watch. I just happen to stumble upon them, and when they use the product, my mind is blown. These people have really full eyebrows, and it's working so well for them. So for my like stubby little, barely there, very thin eyebrows, I'm so excited to see what it's going to do. I wanted to shout out my friend Ale here on YouTube, AleOmally. I will be linking her channel down below. She told me that Grande Lashes or Grande Cosmetics, I'm not sure what they're called, but they're known for their brow serum as well as their lash serum. The one you apply helps them grow, get all full. They were having a 20% off sale, and she let me know about it because I told her I needed to pick up whatever she was using on her lashes, because her lashes are beautiful. Her natural lashes, when she coats the mascara through her lashes, they are absolutely freaking stunning. Every time I watch her videos, I don't think she knows this, but Ale, every time I watch her videos, I'm literally staring at your lashes in pure jealousy because your lashes are so beautiful. So I got the lash serum as well as the brow serum. What I'm hoping to do is just fill in the gaps that I've over plucked for like 20 years at this point, and hopefully fill those in, maybe a little bit in the front of my brow. I cannot wait to get started on that. Ale, you were my inspiration. I need lashes like hers. They're gorgeous. But that's it for this video today. Thank you again for joining me. You guys know the drill. If you like this makeup look, check me out on Instagram. First link in the description box down below, where I will post a photo of this makeup look along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.